Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning in to Houston Astros Network, and we are here at Tropicana Field as the Tampa Bay Rays host the Houston Astros here in Game 2 of the 2014 AL Championship Series. Tampa Bay Rays have a 1-0 lead over the Astros. There you see Bo Porter, manager of the Houston Astros, and we'll take a look at the lineup that he's put together. Leading things off in left field, Juan Pierre. Batting second, playing second, Jose Altuve. Batting third, playing third for a change of pace is Todd Frazier. And in the cleanup spot is Chris Carter. Ryan Rayburn will be playing first today in place of the slumping Kendrys Morales. And on the mound today for the Tampa Bay Rays is their ace, David Price. 17-8 on the season with a 2.66 ERA and 205 strikeouts. Very solid stat line. Making his way to the plate now to lead things off in Game 2 of the AL Championship Series is the left fielder for the Houston Astros, Juan Pierre. Their leadoff man, the ageless wonder. Batting .409 so far in the postseason with 1 RBI. Went 2 for 4 in Game 1 of this ALCS. 1-2 count on Juan Pierre now. David Price getting set. He kicks, fires. And Pierre's going to slap this one to the second baseman, Sean Rodriguez. He fires over to James Loney at first for the first out of the ball game here in ALCS Game 2. Up at bat now for the Astros is batting .227 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. All 5'7" of Jose Altuve, the second baseman. David Price getting set with the 0-2 count. He fires, and Altuve gives us one a ride into deep right field. That's back, and that's gone! Jose Altuve with a first inning home run, top of the first. He gives his team an early 1-0 lead. Now Jose Altuve, the little train that could. All 5'6" of him into that one. Up at bat now for the Astros is the third baseman Todd Frazier, who is batting in the stratosphere with a .444 average with 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. David Price getting set. Here comes the pitch. And Frazier gives us one a ride to deep right field himself. That one's back to the track. And Matt Joyce is able to range back and get to that one, robbing Todd Frazier of an extra base hit there. Up now for the Astros with the 1-2 count on him is the DH, the big bat of Chris Carter. Here comes the pitch from Price, and Carter's just going to ground this one to Evan Longoria over at third. He's going to fire over to Loney at first. That's going to be the end of the top of the first inning. There you see Joe Madden, manager of the Rays, and the lineup that he's put together. Leading things off in left field, Jason Worth. Batting second, playing shortstop, Yunel Escobar. In the 3-hole, Will Myers. And in the cleanup spot is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. On the mound today for the Astros is their left-hander, basically their #1 starter on the season. 13 wins, 10 losses with a 2.77 ERA and 109 strikeouts. Brett Oberholzer. He didn't get the best of run support during the season, but he did in that wild card game against the Angels. And now leading things off for the Rays is the left fielder, Jason Worth, batting .300 so far in the postseason. 0-1 count on him. Here comes the pitch from Oberholzer. That's going to be grounded to Jose Altuve at second. He fires over to first. Ryan Rayburn playing first in this matchup as the slumping Kendrys Morales is getting the day off. Will Myers at the plate now. Here's the kick and the pitch from Oberholzer. That one's going to get up through the middle, past the diving glove of Jonathan Villar at shortstop. Dexter Fowler is going to toss this one into the cutoff man, but not before Will Myers gets himself a base hit here in the bottom of the first. Up at bat now with the 0-1 count. Evan Longoria, pitch from Oberholzer. That one slapped out into center, and Dexter Fowler has some trouble with it. He's not able to hold that one in. That's going to score Will Myers from first base as Evan Longoria has himself an RBI double here in the bottom of the first inning, tying the ball game at 1. 2-1 count now on James Loney. Pitch from Oberholzer. That one slapped into left field. Juan Pierre, he's going to fire home, and the throw is going to be well offline as Evan Longoria is able to get himself in to make this a 2-1 ball game now for the Rays. Striking early on for the Rays. Brian Hennig at the plate now, and this one's going to be grounded to Ryan Rayburn at first. He fires over to second. Jonathan Villar tags on the base, and that's going to be the end of the first inning. But not before the Rays strike for 2 in their half and the Astros for 1. Is it a 2-1 ball game? 3 hits for the Rays, 1 for the Astros. Mike Zunino, the catcher, up at bat now in the top of the third for the Astros. 3-1 count. David Price kick and pitch. And Zunino gives this one a ride into left center. Matt Joyce isn't able to get to that one in time. As Zunino's going to round first, head for second. This one's going to be close to the bag. And he's dead meat at second. Mike Zunino isn't able to get in for the double as he gets thrown out by a nice throw from the center fielder, Matt Joyce. Juan Pierre at the plate now. 0-2 count on him. David Price getting set. Here comes the pitch. And Pierre's going to shatter his bat on that one. Going to work as a bunt as Juan Pierre is able to get himself a single as the throw dragged Loney off the bag. Up now is the 5'6" second baseman, Jose Altuve. And Pierre's taking off for second. He's going to slide in for a stolen base. It's very hard to throw that man out, as he proves right there as he gets himself a stolen base here in Game 2. 1-1 count now on Jose Altuve. Price getting set, looking down Pierre at second. Here comes the pitch. Altuve slaps this one down the left field line past Evan Longoria. Pierre's going to round third, head home. That's going to score Pierre. That's going to get past the third baseman. And Altuve is able to slide into third. So that's an RBI double, with the error resulting in another base. Todd Frazier at the plate now for the Astros. Man on third. Price getting set. Here's the kick and the pitch. And Frazier gives one a ride into left field, but it's right to Jason Worth in left. He's going to put that one away. A can of corn out in left field for him. Not before the Astros strike for one, though, as that's going to even this one up at 2 here in this ballgame. Escobar up in the bottom of the third with one out. Here comes the pitch from Oberholzer. That one's going to get slapped down the right field line past the diving glove of Ryan Rayburn. George Springer's going to get this one another cutoff man, but not before. Escobar gets himself a double with one out in the inning. Will Myers at the plate now. The kick and the pitch from Oberholzer. That's grounded right back to the pitcher. And Oberholzer, what is he doing? He threw it over to Altuve at second. I don't know what happened there. It must have had a brain fart or something as he threw it over to second. Now we've got one out still in the inning with a man on first and second. Evan Longoria at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Oberholzer. That one's going to be grounded to Ryan Rayburn at first. He fires the second. He fires the first, but they're not able to get the out at first. As now they've got 2 outs with runners on the corner here for James Loney. Here comes the pitch from Oberholzer. And that's grounded up the middle past everybody. Dexter Thau is going to charge that one, but not before the runner scores from the third. That gives the Rays a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the third inning off the James Loney RBI. 3-2 count here on Ryan Hannigan. The pitch from Oberholzer. That's going to walk Hannigan to load the bases. Oberholzer still on the mound facing Sean Rodriguez. Here comes the pitch. And Rodriguez gives us one a ride in a deep right field. That's back. And that carries over the fence. Sean Rodriguez, grand slam here for the Tampa Bay Rays. As Oberholzer allows yet another run. And Sean Rodriguez has blown this game wide open for the Tampa Bay Rays with that grand slam, as they now have a 7-2 lead here in Game 2 of the AL Championship Series. As you see there, Bo Porter is not happy at all about that one. 3-2 count here on Matt Joyce as Oberholzer's still in the game. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be high for taken for a ball. Take your base, Matt Joyce. And with that walk, that's going to signal the end of the day for Brett Oberholzer. Very disappointing start for him, as in the regular season, he had one of the best ERAs in the American League. He just wasn't used to getting run support. That's why he only won 13 games and lost 10. But this game, he just couldn't get it going as he allowed 7 runs. And coming in the bullpen now for the Astros is the right-hander, Brad the Birdman Peacock. One game appeared, 1 save, 1 inning, and 1 strikeout. Ones across the board for the right-hander. Peacock worked with an 0-2 count here on Jerry Sands. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a weakly hit ground ball to Todd Frazier at third base. He fires the first for the 3rd out of the inning. Top of the 4th now. George Springer at the plate for the Astros. 0-1 count on him. David Price getting set. Here comes the pitch. And Springer gives us one a ride in a deep right field. That's back to the track. To the wall, and that's off the wall as Springer's going to round second, head for third, as the ball is still in the outfield. And he slides into third for a triple. And that's why George Springer leads the postseason with the triples. He's a triples machine. Ryan Rayburn at the plate now. 1-0 count on him. Price getting set. Here comes the pitch. And Rayburn's going to ground this one over to Escobar at short. Springer's going to score, but Rayburn's going to be thrown out at first, as that's a 7-3 lead now for the Rays. Top of the 6th now is Todd Frazier up with the full count. David Price getting set. He kicks, deals. And Todd Frazier gives this one a ride into deep center field. That's back to the track, and it's only to the track as Matt Joyce holds that one in a step before he gets to the warning track. Todd Frazier up on the top of the 9th now. 1-2 count on him. Jake McGee's on the mound for the Rays. Here comes the kick and the pitch. And Todd Frazier gives this one a ride into deep center field. That's going to be hauled in a step before the warning track. Matt Joyce ranges back, covers a decent amount of ground to haul that one in. 1-1 count here on big bat of Chris Carter. McGee with the kick and the pitch, and that's going to be ripped. Belted. Deep left field. That's a home run for the big bat of Chris Carter. Making this a 7-4 ball game now. Slowly inching away at that Tampa Bay Rays lead. Chris Carter's going to round the base here. McGee knows that he's still got a lot of room to work with, as they still have a 7-4 lead here. After that 375-foot home run from Chris Carter, that's going to bring up the right fielder, George Springer. The kick and the pitch from McGee, and that's a hard-hit ground ball up the middle. That gets into the outfield. That's a base hit for George Springer here in the bottom of the 9th. Getting themselves a base runner, maybe a 2-out rally brewing here. And coming out of the bullpen now for the Rays is the right-hander Brad Boxberger, who's appeared in 1 game, 1 inning, and 1 strikeout. One's across the board for him. Coming into pinch hit for first baseman Ryan Rayburn is the switch-hitting Kendrys Morales. Kendrys has struggled so far here in this postseason, as he's only batting .182 with 1 home run and 1 RBIs, and he went 0 for 4 in Game 1 of the ALCS here at Tropicana Field. Boxberger getting set. Here's the kick and the pitch, and that swung right through. Changeup, bottom half of the zone. 0-1 count now on Morales. Boxberger getting set once again. Here comes the pitch. And that's grounded to the shortstop, Escobar. Flipped to second. And that's how the cookie crumbles, folks, as the Tampa Bay Rays come away with Game 2 of the ALCS. Now that the Rays have a 2-game lead here against the Astros in the ALCS, the series will be heading back to Houston at Minute Maid Park, as the Houston Astros will host Game 3 and Game 4 of the ALCS. Take things down to the field now for the player of the game. Playing second base today, Sean Rodriguez, who had 4 at-bats, 2 hits, 1 run, and he had the grand slam to blow this one wide open for the Rays. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here at Tropicana Field for Game 2, the ALCS. Don't forget to take a look at the box score on your way out, and also don't forget to tune in for Game 3 of the ALCS as we are traveling back to Houston at Minute Maid Park. Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning into Houston Astros Network, and we are here for Game 1 of the 2014 AL Championship Series here at Tropicana Field, as the Tampa Bay Rays host the visiting Houston Astros. Tampa Bay beat the Detroit Tigers to get to the point where they're at right now, and the Houston Astros swept the Oakland Athletics in the ALDS.